The following summer video has indeed been paid for by the Pens World Order. All right, I'm here. All right. It's finally over, everyone. It's finally over after weeks of silence, of Mike Sullivan been shown the door, so long and thanks for all the fish. After weeks of radio silence, watching these NHL playoffs being made, watching the Minnesota Frost become back-to-back PWHL champions, the Charlotte Checkers going on a murder run in the American Hockey League. We finally have the news we have all been waiting for. Dan MUSE is the new head coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Who? Dan MUSE. Who? Dan MUSE. It's just been announced a little bit ago. It's catching out on the Penn social media feed. Dan MUSE. M-U-S-E. Yes. Like the Muses from Greek lore, has been named the 23rd head coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. This announced just a few minutes ago at the time of this recording. Okay. So, all right. So going off the article we have from PittsburghPenguins.com, I am looking at this semi-verbatim. Kyle Dubas said, during the process, we met with many candidates who we thought would be the best fit for the next head coach, but ultimately, Dan MUSE stood out as the best choice. What separated Dan was his ability to develop players, win at all levels. He has been a head coach and has consistent success coaching special teams in the NHL. From his success of developing college and junior players to his impactful work with veteran players during his time in the NHL, Dan has shown a proven ability to connect with all players at all stages of their careers and help them reach their potential. And furthermore, additionally, his leadership on special teams units in the NHL levels in both Nashville and New York produced elite results consistently. Overall, his body of work, attention to detail, and vision for our group showed us that he is the best coach to take our team forward. We are excited to welcome Dan and his family to the city of Pittsburgh. Them's the conditions that prevail. So, Dan MUSE, age 42, joins Pittsburgh Penguins with 20 years of coaching experience. Again, this is from PittsburghPenguins.com. 20 years of experience, including 5 seasons in the NHL as an assistant coach with the New York Rangers, 2023 through current, which is last year, 23 through 25, and with the Nashville Predators, 2017 through 2020. MUSE helped guide his teams to 3 division titles, 17, 18, and 19 with the Nashville Predators and the Rangers in 23 and 24, as well as 2 President's Trophies during his 5 seasons. Those are as assistant coaches. Let's see here. As part of his duties, MUSE ran Nashville's penalty kill unit, which was ranked 4th in the NHL over his 2 full seasons in Nashville. Again, that's 17 through 19. And he assumed the same role with the New York Rangers for the past 3 seasons, 23 through 25, helping the Rangers penalty kill to the 4th highest PK success rate and 2nd best net penalty kill percentage in that span. He is from Canton, Massachusetts. He has won championships in the NCAA, the USHL, and the under 18 and under 20 international teams. Let's see here. He began his career at the collegiate level, spending 6 seasons at Yale. Ah, yes, he's a Yale boy. I prefer Harvard myself, Smithers. As an assistant coach through 09 through 14, an associate head coach at 2015, helping the Bulldogs to win the national championship in 2013. Yale ice hockey won a national championship? Okay. Prior to Yale, he spent 1 season at Sacred Heart University, 08-09, and Thomas College, 07 through 08, after beginning his coaching career at Milton Academy. Sure. Now let's see here. Following his time in the NCAA, MUSE served as the head coach of the Chicago Steel of the United States Hockey League. That's a U.S. version of the Canadian Hockey League. It is mainly a junior developmental league. The Chicago Steel is one of the more aptly known names throughout the league. I really wish the USHL would get more exposure, but that's just me. During the 16-17, MUSE led the Chicago to the top record in the Eastern Conference, third best in the USHL, including the franchise's first ever Clark Cup. It goes on to say he served as the head coach for the U.S. developmental team of 2020 through 2023. He was the head coach of the under-18 club in 2021 and 22-23, leading the squad to a gold medal at the under-18 championships that season. Let's see here. He also coached forwards like Rutger McGroarty, Ryan Leonard, and Will Smith, as well as defensemen Ziel Belub, not Beelzebub, I hope, and Luke Hughes through their developmental stages. Additionally, at an international stage, MUSE has served as a video coach for 2 World Junior Championships in 13 and 14, winning a gold medal in 13. Okay, that's a lot I threw at everyone. Basically, this guy does have pedigree. Lots of international talent. He has coached a lot of young players, as it showed, at the international level and at the U.S. level, which is, again, like the CHL in Canada, basically a lot of 18, 19, and 20-year-olds. Some of them are draft kids. Some of them are not. So, net. What does this mean, everyone? Well, it means the Pens do have a new head coach. His picture, he's a little bald, but not that there's anything wrong with that. Coach is being a proven winner, but it shows that we were all wrong. It wasn't Mitch Love, it wasn't DJ Smith, and it wasn't Todd Nelson. It's this guy. It looks like they got a guy who knows a lot of young talent, coached Rutger as well, and is going to coach a lot of other players, a lot of other younger players that the Pens are going to have over the next several years, including the ability to reach the veterans, such as Malkin, Crosby, and Letang, as they will head off into the sunset over the next couple of years. Honestly, I'm not going to say this is a reach for the Pens. I do not feel like this is a reach whatsoever. This seems like they went out and got in need of a head coach, a guy who is going to teach young kids that are coming in, and a lot of them, and a new voice there in the locker room. That's exactly what they're getting. So, yeah, they didn't go after the big name. Some of us were scared it was going to be Torts. They didn't go out and get the big name coach. It seemed like they went with a younger coach, and one that's going to get these young kids up and going. This also breaks the streak of calling up coaches from Wilkes-Barre up to Pittsburgh, as both Sully and Dan Bialsma had that. So this will be interesting to see how Dan is going to handle this. This is going to be a completely new coaching crew that we are going to go with as we head into the 25-26 season. And for all of us who want to change, much like myself, who yelled at Sully to get new tactics and be with the times, this is going to be an interesting way we're going to go. So, Dan MUSE, welcome to Hershey. Get to know the name Badger Bob while you're here. Don't expect like what Sully did to come in and coach a team and get a cup, because that's not what this team is. That's not what's going to happen. But it's nice to see this club proverbially upgrade a bit. You know, we're finally buying a PlayStation 5 when we've been playing PlayStation 3 for the past 5 or 6 years when everyone else has been streaming. So it seems like he knows the penalty kill very well. Seems like a good defensive-minded one, and seems like a head coach who's going to work with the PK a lot. I don't know if the Pens really needed that much, but hey, it's not going to hurt. And it's not a big name that's going to have big expectations. This Dan Muse guy, he's coming in fresh, and he's going to be given a clean slate to work with. And yeah, he's still got older elite talent with him. Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. Like we've said, he'll have Rusties that he'll work with, assuming we don't trade him during the offseason. But with this guy coming in, it's going to be very interesting to see what the Pens do with the free agency hurricane coming up. I know there are a lot of us who want EK gone, as well as or just buying out. But what's Dan Muse going to want? What kind of system is he going to do? What kind of guy is he going to be? We'll have a press conference probably in the next couple of days, and we'll see what him and Dubas are going to do once we get to the draft at the end of the month. But the Pens finally fill the coaching slot. We will see what happens, and we'll get you more videos during the summer. So this was an emergency Let's Go Pens video. Doing this really on the fly, but that's what I always do anyway. Like and subscribe and join the PWO. We'll catch you next time.